The absolute ego on Russell T Davies, of course, the showrunner of Doctor Who. He's come out and said some very strange things. I mean, it's somewhere in the title of this video. He apparently returned to Doctor Who to protect it from Disney. What? Well, one, what do you think you're doing that is different to what Disney would have done? Like nothing, literally nothing at all. You injected, and read my lips here, he injected gay race communism. That's effectively what all of this agenda nonsense can be summarised as, into Doctor Who. Do you think Disney would have been against that, you pleb? No, obviously not. What do you think you've done that's different to what they would have done? Nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. Anyway, this is hilarious. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Do turn those bell notifications on. And especially hit subscribe if you're a returning viewer. It's about 50% of you. So if you're in there, please do hit that subscribe button. It would be really, really cool to have you here more often. And if you like my content, there's a lot of you that keep coming back for the Doctor Who stuff. Support me on my Patreon. It's linked down below. Not a lot of you guys know I have one, but I do have one. And you can support me there for as little as $2 a month. Anyway, all my shilling out the way. Let's take a look. Russell T Davies returned to Doctor Who to protect it amidst the Disney deal. Fucking ego. What do you think you would have done differently, mate? I mean, this is mental. Like, this is actually mental. The showrunner has told David Tennant that the partnership with Disney was one factor behind his return. Oh, good, I guess. Russell T Davies has said that one of the reasons he decided to return to Doctor Who for his second stint at the helm was to protect the show during the early days of its partnership with Disney. Now, I did a video, it's the only other video I did today actually, where I discussed something which my source had told me is that Disney want him gone. Is that he is leaving. Hopefully, hopefully he's going and hopefully it just gets cancelled for like 10 years anyway. But point is, Disney don't want him. Disney think he's crap. Disney aren't happy with this guy. But you can hear the sort of wording where he's like, well, I only came back for the early days of the Disney deal. Because it's looking like he's going to be gone. He's going to be replaced. And he's setting it up for a gracious exit. So it doesn't look like he's been fired. He can just sort of just leave with a golden parachute, as these wankers all do. But you can see it, I only came back for, only for the early days of its partnership. Well, it's not the early days anymore, so he can just go. Right, oh, okay then. Yeah, Disney want you gone, mate. So Davies, who originally served as showrunner between 2005 and 2010, was revealed as Chris Chimball's successor in a shock announcement back in 2021, around a year before news emerged of a deal that has seen Disney Plus become the international home for the series. It's not really gone very well, though, has it? It's not really gone very well at all, actually. So anyway, speaking to David Tennant on the latest episode of his podcast, Davies admitted that discussions about a move to a big streaming service had been ongoing before he decided to rejoin the series. Quote, there was already a move from the BBC to shift it to a streamer. Now, the reason why is actually they can't fund it by themselves. They've already revealed this. They have revealed this already. I've done a video on it. The BBC already openly says we cannot fund this. Independently, we can't fund it. So he says, I kind of thought it would need protecting. And they very honestly said to me, quote, we're going to need a producer who can deal with 1,000 executives, which is what it's like. Pressed on why the BBC had felt the show would need a cash injection from a streamer to keep going, Davies added, that's what they wanted. That's what they needed. They don't have the money. They've already admitted this. He explained, it's not just that's the world we're in. The BBC's former director of drama, Piers Wenger, genuinely thought it deserves this budget. You're looking at all Stranger Things and Star Wars shows and Marvel shows, and he said, it should look like that. It deserves to look like that. I think that's people fundamentally not understanding that part of the charm of Doctor Who was that it was a bit shit. So anyway, season 15, the second full run since Davies resumed the show. I mean, look, just, again, protect it from who? What are you talking about? What would you have done differently? That what Disney would have... Like, what would Disney have done? What would they have done that you wouldn't have done? What? Also, what do you mean protect it from what? Protect it from what it needs protecting from you, mate. Are you mental? 29% on Rotten Tomatoes. Didn't even crack the Nielsen top 10 charts. No one bothered to watch it on Disney Plus around the world. It was a disaster. I feel like I'm shouting. Am I shouting? I'm just amped. It was a disaster. What could you possibly have done differently that Disney wouldn't have done? Just random black guy. Oh, he's gay too. Oh, let's have a gay kiss as well. Like, what do you think Disney would have done? Disney would have done exactly the same stuff. Maybe at a different pace, though. Maybe Disney would have done it slower. Russell T Davies was just like, balls to the wall. Let's go. Gay race communism. A bloody clown show, these people. Absolute clown show. This show sucks. It sucked for a while. It's not going to get any better. It's not going to get any better. And mark my words, this thing is going to probably get cancelled. I reckon. They keep pushing it back. I've heard. They've already filmed his regeneration scene. Oh, okay then. So you are setting it up so he can just disappear now. Right, okay. Got it. Got it. Ah, it's just, what a pile of absolute garbage. I can't get over it. He came back to protect it. I tweeted this out earlier. Follow me at Missed Reviews. And I was just like, what's he protecting it from? Disney would have done exactly the same thing. I cannot comprehend what Russell T Davies thinks Disney would have done differently. Bizarre. Bizarre. And just revealed to be an utter egomaniac. And we know that anyway, like he's a narcissist because he's like, oh, I'm just writing about my own life. No one wants your weird homoerotic fan fiction for Doctor Who, mate. No. That's a tiny market that wants that, buddy. Anyway, what do you think? Let me know down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Genuinely, so please do drop them down below. If you're new here, like I said, do hit subscribe. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.